Good morning and welcome to everyone to this coronavirus prevention masterclass. We are all into a global epidemic at the moment, and here I really want to share today some secrets on how to immunize yourself and your family from this global epidemic. There are different type of protocols to strengthen your immunity, antiviral precautions that you can take, and definitely lots of immunity support without toxicity. Much of this information I've been taking it from one of my mentors, and he's actually one of the greatest alternative doctors in America, Dr. Cousins, MD, and he's also the starter and the founder of Tree of Life Institution, and as well as lifeextension.com. First of all, I wanted to make our disclaimer about this information. I'm Radha Cohen, and I work for Living Total Wellness. I'm a health coach specialized in insulin resistance and also brain health. And I'm very passionate about what is called functional medicine, a new movement on the planet that is really also called root cause medicine. Is like not only staying at the surface of what are the symptoms of the disease, but really going at the root cause and really tackling the root cause of disease so that we can propagate, educate, and inform people about wellness and health, and really empower people to take their health into their own hands. However, this is our disclaimer because, of course, all this information is intended for advice and education purpose. But if any one of you intend to follow any of these protocols, you have to assume the full risk and the full responsibility of whatever you are doing and whatever you are choosing to do. Here there are also many information that may change over time according to new data emerging, and so none of these suggested protocols regimes guarantee or can guarantee any cure or to illness and or any health benefits, and definitely your base remain the consultation with your personal physician as well as other qualified healthcare professionals. Now, one of the things that I think is really important, we think is a minor aspect, but actually the use of essential oil, it can be really powerful at times where we feel deprived and we feel deranged, not only physically because of some illness, but also psychologically because of fear, because of anxiety, or a sort of depression in front of such a big events that are attacking us on multiple levels and globally as well. I'm at the moment living in Australia, and I've been using essential oils during our fires. We have 3 or 4 months of fire with extreme smoke where it was really difficult to breathe. And I used 24 hours each day. I used this essential oils vaporized or as a diffusing, with their diffusing properties through vapor, etc. And I also use them a little bit mixed with coconut oil as a massage therapy for neck, shoulders, feet, especially under your feet. And really they help a lot to reinvigorate, to find you an energy, to uplift your mood, as well as to improve your respiratory process. Number one of this essential oil is definitely lemon, which is highly detoxing, invigorating, and energizing, and it refreshes the mind as well. So you feel alive and you feel you can do it. It gives you the feeling, doesn't matter what, I can go through this, I can make it. And so it's it gives a lot of positivity. And eucalyptus oil, especially, and tea tree oil as well, they are highly antibacterial and anti-infection. And also they support the upper respiratory health. So I really recommend them as a diffuser and as in your vapor in your home vaporizer. And the next one is oregano, which has been always used as an antiviral, as an antibiotic, and is very strong, it has very strong properties, and also can be used into a massage oil. Frankincense is also number one for me. I've been using frankincense for years when I was suffering from different types of brain problems, and just a little bit of frankincense, it can give you a sense of protection, inner protection. Also, it really enhances a meditation mood. So if you have to spend more time indoors, um, this is a good thing to have as in your vaporizer, because it gives you the mood of going more internally, feeling supported and protected, and your aura also feels very protected. You can use any of these essential oil in combination also with cloves, cinnamon, and rosemary to make a very potent combination. The next is the use of spices and herbs. Spices and herbs are from nature, and they are very strong, and they have a very strong immune system. And when you actually come in contact with them through teas or infusion and decoction, they donate to you. They donate their own strength to you. And this is what happens, that they can really revitalize you, and they can really make you feel almost instantly much better, and they are healing. And here we have thyme, rosemary, parsley, sage, dill, basil, cinnamon, turmeric, ginger, nutmeg, and clove. And there are so many ways that you can use this. But for me, my morning elixir, I gave the recipes here of my morning elixir, which is really 1 tablespoon of ginger juice. And ginger is absolutely immunity enhancer. 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Lemon juice also extremely antioxidant. 1 tablespoon of turmeric juice, the super antioxidant and the super anti-inflammatory. 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar that also help as a probiotic because it helps your good gut bacteria. 1 pinch of cayenne to really give a boost to your metabolic system, and a large glass of water. And it's an absolutely amazing way to start your day with more energy, more vitality, and clarity of mind, clarity of purpose, and positive motivation in life. Next, which is really important, is hydration. Hydration is the basis for your immune system to work, and especially at a time where our life and our health is attacked by viruses, to have a regular moisturization in your mouth is very important, because suppose you are drinking a glass of water every 15 minutes, you have more chance that any virus or bad bacteria you are actually catching, it will go straight into your stomach instead of going in other parts of your body like your lungs or your blood. And when it goes into your stomach, immediately your stomach acid is there as a first system of defense, because the stomach acid can actually destroy any sort of unwanted bacteria or viruses. Additionally, if your water is charged, ionized, and charged with a very high level of antioxidant, it gives the ability to your body to fight any invaded pathogens. And we know that Kangen water is actually one of the best in the market. It can charge up to minus 700 to minus 800 potency in antioxidant. And just to give you an example, if you drink a cup of green tea, which is also very good, is only minus 60. If you have a whole bowl of berries, blueberries, etc., that is also super antioxidant, you may have minus 70. With this type of water, you go to minus 700, minus 800, it means antioxidant potency. That means it can really, really supercharge your health and your immunity. Next is really being aware. There are so many antiviral compounds in natural, that have a very strong effect to this, not only to destroy negative viruses that can attack your system, but also they can be used as prevention, and at the same time, all of them, they activate your immunity, means that they help you to make your immune stronger and absolutely invincible. One of the most potent antiviral on the planet is iodine. Iodine is a strong weapon against viral infection, and this has been known, very well known. One thing is iodine exhibits activity against all sorts of bacteria, mold, yeast, protozoa, and many viruses. Indeed, all antiseptic preparations suitable it's suitable for direct use on humans and animals, and on tissues as well. And iodine is capable of killing almost all classes of pathogens. Now, the recommendation for an iodine supplement is 10 to 20 drops in a glass of water 3 times daily. And here you have a shield against any viral attack to your system. The next one is silver nanoparticles. It has been known for centuries that silver is antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral. These are the properties of this metal. At the same time, when it is connected with nanoparticle technology, it can penetrate so deeply that really it works as an amazing antiviral, anti-infection compound that can attack the virus at the very early stage of entry and at the very early state of attachment. So it's also very effective. And also it's effective to strengthen your immunity. So as a preventive, it has preventive properties as well. Next is red algae. Red algae it's a superfood, and they are full of proteins, vitamins, trace minerals, fibers, and very high in antioxidants. Now, what happened that they also have special compounds that inhibit the viruses to replicate and cause any damage. So at the same time, they increase the productivity of T and B cell of your immune system, that they practically help to destroy any cell which is already infected by any virus, any unwanted virus. So also they are prevention, and they are protection, and at the same time strengthening your immune system. Next one is lysozyme, which is one of the fundamental biological molecules with constantly positive effect as an antibacterial, antiviral, antiprotozoa, and immunomodulating, means at the same time it strengthens your immunity and without the slightest toxicity. It's very good if it is used in conjunction with lactoferrin, which is a glycoprotein with antibacterial and antiviral property, and at the same time it is activating an antiviral cytokine. Now, this is very important to know, because many times after a virus, after a viral influence, what happens is that we may suffer from so-called cytokine storm that can be actually very dangerous. So lactoferrin will prevent that, because it actually enhances the activity of natural NK or killer cells in our immune system, so that it can modulate cytokine responses. So these are important things to know, and I really invite all of you to do extra research on these compounds, so that you can better do your decision and better take responsibility of preventive disease, and take more responsibility about your health and well-being. I think this is very important. That's why I'm passionate about sharing this information, because we live in a medical system where we are very active only when we are already sick, only when the sickness is already attacking us, is already entering our system. The medical system doesn't speak about prevention, and I think it's so important that instead, as a new medical movement, as a new movement towards the health and well-being of all the planet and all the members of this planet, we really need to think, and we really need to provide ourselves with more information on preventive medicine. And this is what's really about. So next one is the bee propolis. Propolis can be taken also in conjunction with bee pollen and royal jelly, which are both highly stimulants for your immune system health. Propolis in particular is preventing viruses to proliferate. So this process contributes to suppress the growth and the development of any virus. And it disables the capacity of the virus to synthesize RNA and DNAs. It is also a natural substance stimulating our immune system to fight back against any viral infection. And it has been well known actually for these properties. Now, together with antiviral, at the same time, it's very important that we really strengthen, we really create a potent immune system through antioxidants therapy. Usually, every viral infection is accompanied by oxidative stress. Now, what does this mean? Oxidative stress actually promotes the replication of infected cells, which is quite common sense, because oxidative stress weakens your immune system, weakens your cell's life. And of course, when your cells are weak, the virus will be more easily penetrating, entering, expanding, and replicating. So the antioxidant is a shield, is a very strong immune, it will help a very strong immune response against any viral replication. And this is actually the most important aspect of treatment of a viral disease, is really the suppression of viral replication, so that your cells can survive, and so that your immune system can respond and eventually overcome the viral infection. So antioxidants are super important, and I really recommend a combination of antioxidants, or you can find a specific supplementation, like elderberry juice is great, green tea is great, turmeric juice, ginger, as I say, the ginger and lemon, but you can also find a supplement that actually combines many different types of antioxidants together, and that is also excellent. Next is quercetin and resveratrol. These are also two very important antioxidant compounds. Quercetin is that gives color to fruits and plants, and it's a flavonoid. And flavonoids, they are one of the main antioxidants. And what it does is that it also prevents free radical formation, and not only, but it has a way of donating its own electrons so that the free radicals actually they get dissipated. Because the free radicals are the one that they steal atoms from other compounds, and quercetin is actually donating extra electrons to the free radicals, so that they actually dissipate. Food sources that are rich in quercetins are elderberry and elderberry juice as one of the best sources, but also red and white onions, capers, berries of all sorts, red grapes especially, tomatoes, apples and pears, green and black teas, but green especially, dark cherries, and herbs such as parsley, sage, and dill, and cranberry juice. Cranberry juice is also a great one. Unsweetened coconut powder, variety of peppers, kale, yellow snap beans, spinach, and Romani lettuce. So this is also a way to see how to really organize your diet during an epidemic. You need more of these superfoods, normal foods, but when you have more of it, they become superfoods for your body and for your health. Resveratrol is also a super supplement, and it has many amazing benefits, one of which is having antiviral properties. It stops the virus to replicate, and especially influenza type of viruses, and it has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects, providing a strong immune system. And again, is the red grapes, pistachio, all types of berry, red currants, cranberries, mulberries, strawberries, and also cocoa powder if it is unsweetened. Next is probiotics. This is really very interesting because more and more new researches are actually identifying how having a good gut flora makes you more strong. It increases the strength of your whole body systems as well as your immune system, and also it improves antiviral immune activity. And this is a good thing about having more probiotics and probiotics type of foods, like for example all fermented foods. By just having a forkful of for example sauerkrauts or even kimchi, you are introducing so many good bacteria, bifidobacteria and lactobacillus into your gut that really will increase your antiviral immune response. Next one is EGCG, which is a special, or epigallocatechin gallate, which is a special compound, a polyphenol in green tea. And instead of just drinking green tea, for example, I don't drink green tea, but you can actually find this compound as supplements, and it has been studied as having extensive antiviral effects. And it's a prevention and treatment to viral infection, especially to infections, viral infections related to SARS and MERS, like the coronavirus 19 that we are suffering an epidemic from globally at the moment. So it's really recommended to find this specific compound as a supplement, EGCG compound. Next, it's really protecting yourself with good multivitamins, but it has to be a top quality of multivitamins, and specifically with vitamin A and vitamin C and vitamin D. Vitamin A is very important, and there are also many foods rich in vitamin A that you can introduce into your diet, like carrots, yams, sweet potato, leafy greens, pawpaw, avocado, grapefruits. These are responsible of maintaining a good mucous membrane that act as your first level of defense against a viral infection. And don't forget at the same time to eat plenty of vegetables. So this gives you the opportunity to really fill up your fridge and your cupboard of good foods, good vegetables. And I'm a big fan personally of vegetable juices because I know how important they are, especially to withstand epidemics. I've been working for many years in third world countries, and many times I found myself in very dangerous situation of bursting of viral epidemics in many different situations. And at that time, I always took the way of protecting myself by doing 1 day of water fast or lemon water fast, and afterwards 2 or 3 days of just vegetable juices, because they provide such a concentrated dose of easy digestible vitamins, mineral, antioxidant that definitely is strengthen your whole immune system. And believe it or not, many times I found myself in situation where everyone got sick, and I was the only one that, by following this fasting protocol, juice fasting protocol, I didn't get sick. So yeah, this has been amazing. And vegetable juices, green vegetable juices especially, are amazing source of health and prevention to disease. Next is vitamin C, and vitamin C rich foods also very important. So you have to take a high dose of very good quality vitamin C, as well as vitamin C rich foods like all citruses, kiwis, all berries, goji berries, cranberries, grapes, broccoli, and broccoli sprouts, especially because they are superfoods. Broccoli sprout is a superfood, and cayenne pepper is very good for activating, for enhancing your metabolic system and make everything function better. They are all antioxidant, and they all help with immune cells to respond to infection in a very quick way, and creating multiple defense mechanisms within the body. Among all this, also it's included rocket cabbage or cauliflower, etc. That means the whole brassica family, which is very rich in vitamin C and other compounds that are extremely antiviral. So all fresh fruits, and especially kiwi, red fruits, oranges, lemon, etc., they all have bioflavonoids, which are excellent immunostimulators. Next is vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. Vitamin D, our body gets vitamin D by exposing itself to the ray and the light of the sun. However, unfortunately, not many of us have the luxury of having always exposure to sunlight, because we work indoors and for many other reasons. So in many parts of the world, and many of us, we really need an adequate supplementation of vitamin D. And this is a very important aspect, because vitamin D is also antiviral, and it creates the first level of defense of your immune system. Next is selenium. Selenium is also called by some the antiviral pill. Imagine that. So if you have low levels of selenium, you are more than sure that viruses can have a party in your system, and you don't have enough selenium to actually stop them. Selenium inhibits viral replication. It helps to detox the liver at the same time, and helps the production of glutathione, that in itself is the master antioxidant. So together with selenium, you can also have a glutathione supplementation, because it's really helping your whole system to function better. Normally, selenium in food sources is found in Brazil nuts, especially all organic organ meats for people who are non-vegetarian, and wild seafoods, all whole grains, but preferably gluten-free whole grains, brewer's yeast, garlic, onions, kelp, molasses, and all the medicinal mushroom like reishi and shiitake. Beneficial doses of selenium supplements in adults range from 100 micrograms to 400 micrograms daily. Next is zinc, super powerful as well. It's a super powerful antioxidant and immune booster. A large part of the human population is zinc deficient. So zinc is one of the most essential minerals for your immune system to function properly. If you don't have enough zinc, that means you have less lymphatic tissues, and also less function in your thymus. The thymus is where actually the immune cells, the T cells of your immune system are produced. So to have a strong thymus, the thymus gland is at your heart, at more or less at the level of your heart, is very important, and zinc helps to have more T cells, immune T cells activity. And zinc can also be shown to improve antibody response to vaccines. It helps regulate the function of white blood cells and the production of T lymphocytes, which are factors in your cellular immunity. And here is all the foods that are full of zinc, like cashews, raw cashews, and chickpeas, split peas, lima beans, Brazil nuts, sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, ginger root. So ginger is fantastic. Green peas and watercress, pecans, almonds as well. And of course, for the non-vegetarians, you can have turkey, oysters, and shellfish. Okay. Next is really to understand how, at the time of an epidemic, sugar needs to be avoided, absolutely avoided. Sugar weakens your immune system, and sugar is the food for all bad bacteria, yeast, viruses, and pathogens. So it's important to stop to give this bad fuel to your body. So removing sugar from your diet will make it so much easier for you and for all of us to overcome any infection. So if you avoid sugar and you introduce all these amazing antioxidants and vitamins, multivitamins and multiminerals, you are certainly creating a defense response and certainly increasing your immune system mechanism. At the same time, if you still have cravings for something sweet, you can always use natural sweeteners like some grapes or a pear or an apple or a orange juice, freshly squeezed orange juice. If the sugar is natural, that will be okay. It will be fine. And also it will help you to balance any hypoglycemia if this is what you're suffering from, because hypoglycemia can really cause out of control sugar cravings, and some sweet fruits in moderate amount can really help to keep your cravings under control. Next, also very important is to adopt a healthy lifestyle. Do breathing exercises. Breathe in a way that you have inspiration, and then you have an inspiration pause. You have your expiration or exhalation, and then you have an exhalation pause. So you breathe in a way to expand your breathing capacity, your lung capacity, by breathing inhalation pause, exhalation pause. And in this way you are also breathing more oxygen. You are giving more oxygen to your whole body. Next is exercise. Any type of exercise that makes you feel happy and create wellness in your body and mind. To laugh and have fun is also very important. To walk and run, and at the same time to be positive with your mind and your attitude, and not to get trapped in what is a psychological pandemic. And really the psychological pandemic is fear. So not to allow ourselves to be trapped into fear. Fear is one of the lowest emotions of the human mind, and people can die out of fear. Imagine that. So instead of fear, we need to do many things that help us to feel alive, that help us to give an incentive to our metabolic system and feel more happy, expanding our heart, expanding our lungs, and be positive, mentally positive. So I really hope that in your own way you will find some hints that really suit you, and the different things that you will be able to introduce into a lifestyle and a diet and supplementation that may help you to feel strong, happy, and invincible, and really shielded creating your shield of health, your shield of preventive techniques and preventive lifestyle, in order that you can overcome what is actually happening right now on this planet. Wishing the best to all of you. May all beings be happy. Thank you.